One of the main questions for many Knicks fans headed into next season is Julius Randle and his role on this team. Specifically, if on some nights he'll be okay being the second option or third option or not being an option at all. Well, currently, he's in China promoting Skechers, and during a recent interview that he did, he made it known and made it absolutely clear. He has one goal for next season, and that's to win a championship. And that's all that matters to him. We're going to break down what he said during that interview and so much more today. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button now. And make sure you have notifications turned on so you don't miss a second of the new content. And now, let's get started. Julius Randle confirms his ultimate goal for this upcoming season. We saw this past season in January when we just traded for OG Anunoby. Our team was still not fully complete yet, but we saw what was going on. We saw Randle playing within the offense, not forcing anything, just letting it come to him. And that team in January, even though it was limited in terms of the amount of games that they played, it looked phenomenal. Some of the best basketball I've ever seen. Now we have an even better team. We have players on this roster that can maximize Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle's abilities. Because of that, we are geared up to be one of the best teams in the entire association next season. And Julius Randle understands that. And when you understand that and you understand your role on a championship contender, it all becomes clear. You don't care about anything. The only thing you care about is just winning. So whether you score 5 points, 20 points, or 40 points, it all remains the same. As long as you won the game and you're closer to winning a championship, that's all that matters. Julius Randle often gets criticized because a lot of fans do not think he can be that second option or third option, or that he would be okay with being that option. Well, recently, he was doing an interview promoting Skechers, and he had the following to say about his role and his goals for next season. Roll that clip.
Thank you so much. This one's for Julius. Julius, you had arguably your best season last NBA season with the Knicks. I'm just curious, how did playing with Skechers sneakers, your signature shoes, help you accomplish that, having your best professional season so far?
Yeah, well, that's a great question, and you know, it's actually funny that you say that because last year was a big year for me coming into the season. You know, I wore one particular brand of shoe most of my career. You know, I've gotten injured, and I was coming off of an injury heading into that season, a foot injury at that, an ankle injury, and you know, for me to say I'm going to switch shoe brands going into my 10th year of my career, coming off of an ankle injury, that's a pretty big leap in you know, faith and trust in Skechers. And I knew I was making the right decision when they sent me the shoe. I was training in the shoe throughout the summer. I said this is the best, most comfortable basketball shoe that I've ever worn. So for me to go into the season, like I said, coming off of an ankle injury, needing a shoe that's going to support me, my style of play, and keep me healthy out there on the court, you know, keep my feet healthy, my ankles healthy, my knees, all those different things healthy. It was super important, and you know, it definitely did the job and more.
Along those lines, what are your goals for next season?
My goals? I mean, everybody has personal goals. You know, for me, it's always continuing every year to get better. I always pride myself in being more efficient as a player. You know, so I have, you know, personal goals of how I want to be more efficient. But I mean, ultimately, you know, nothing trumps winning, and that's the ultimate goal. I just want to win. I want to win a championship. That's all that matters.
That's what I'm talking about. Julius Randle doesn't care about being the number 1 option, the number 2 option, the number 3 option. It doesn't matter. All that matters to him is being more efficient and winning a championship. So for everybody, the contingent of fans that believe Randle cannot fit with this team because he does not understand how to be a number 3 or 4 or 2 option on any given night, after this response, I hope it's clear. The only thing he cares about is winning a championship. And to me, that means he's willing to sacrifice in order to win it. And if that's the case, no one is stopping this Knicks team. During that interview, even though he spoke about the ultimate goal, which is winning a championship, which means he's willing to sacrifice, he also spoke about the efficiency, getting better on that end. And I love to hear that. Now, I would love Julius Randle to get more efficient from three. I think we all remember the COVID year. I know, empty arenas and all of that. But if you remember, during that year, Randle was shooting the three ball at some of the best percentages we've ever seen in his entire career. If he can even get somewhat close to that again, his game will open up more. Defenses will have to collapse on him earlier on. So that means he could take advantage of the pass a little bit earlier. That means the open lanes inside the paint get wider for your drivers, whether that's Dante, Josh Hart, or Jalen Brunson. But everybody gets better if Julius Randle gets more efficient. Whether that's from the mid-range or from the three-point line, efficiency helps everybody. And if he understands that and he's working on that, that tells you everything you need to know. Julius Randle knows his role is going to be having the ball in his hands very quickly and making fast decisions. Shooting the ball, getting contact with the ball and going to the line, or making sure he's making the right pass and getting it to the open man. If that's what Julius Randle's role is going to be, and he's not going to be holding the ball for too long, you're about to see the best version of Julius Randle that you've ever seen before. Randle making quick decisions, trusting his teammates, trusting the shot, trusting the pass. You don't understand how important this is for a team that really hasn't had it before. Imagine Randle had the confidence in the team that he probably has now to start the season last year. And I'm not trying to knock our kids, not trying to knock RJ Barrett, but RJ Barrett and OG Anunoby being in the corner, that's a difference. RJ Barrett or Mikal Bridges being in the corner, that's a difference. Every single time you pass to the corner now, you're going to have a little bit more faith and a little bit more trust that that shot is going to go down because Mikal Bridges can shoot the three ball very well. OG Anunoby can shoot the three ball very well. Guys on our bench in Deuce McBride, Dante DiVincenzo, and to an extent, Josh Hart can shoot that three ball very well. So even if you put Julius in there with the bench unit, you can still maximize his abilities because you have shooters on the court with him. That was the most important thing for this Knicks team to do this season, to add shooters, but also quality defenders on this team. Because let's face it, even though Randle and Brunson are very good for this team on offense, on defense, they can do some things, but that's their biggest weakness. And how do you help this Knicks team get better? You add players, specifically two of the best wings in the game, to a roster that not only needs their defense, but needs their offense as well, too. And Randle can help maximize their offense by getting them more open and getting them cleaner shots. Randle has done that for his entire Knicks career. Now, he's going to be able to do that with more efficient players. And that means him himself has to be more efficient. Because if you have more efficient three-point shooters on this team, defenders are not going to want to leave those players. Which means Randle is going to be open a lot more inside the paint. And his efficiency numbers are going to need to go up. He's going to have to make defenses pay. If he does that, it's going to help the entire team. And everything is pointing to the fact that he will. Take a look at him right now. He's currently working on his paint game, his mid-range game, working on his shot, making sure it looks fluid enough. If this doesn't tell you everything you need to know about Randle, his role, and what he wants to do next season, then nothing else will. He is committed, locked in, and focused, working on his game, his efficiency, and the only thing that matters is a championship. When your three-time All-Star is saying this, and everybody's hearing it, how can you not get hype? How can you not get excited? Everybody was saying Randle would not be okay with it. But after this interview, it's pretty clear. Not only is he okay with it, he is willing to push for it, move forward with it, because the sacrifice gets him a championship. That's the ultimate goal. That's the star I want on my team. He doesn't care about anything else but a championship. Your superstar in Jalen Brunson doesn't care about anything else but a championship. This team understands we are willing to sacrifice and do what it takes to win a championship, that's what I want. That's why I'm hype. That's why I'm excited. New York, stand up. We are here. This is our year. Lock in and get ready because the championship is coming to New York very soon. That drought is about to be broken, and Julius Randle is going to play a major part in that. But what about you guys? What do you think about Julius Randle and his recent comments about winning? And that's the only thing that matters to him right now. That's his ultimate goal. Let me know in the comments below, guys, because honestly, I would love to hear from you. But that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and smash that like button, leave a comment below. And of course, guys, please subscribe to the channel. Until next time, Knicks fans. Peace.